But the last thing he expected was Lightning McQueen!
You know, I don't think anybody expected this. The rookie sensation came into the season unknown, but everyone knows him now.
Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video. And today we are going to be doing a ranking video yet again. We first did Flying Scotsman liveries all the way back in February, and we're kind of doing the same thing again. This time, we're doing it with Lightning McQueen. Since today is called Lightning McQueen Day, I thought I would do something special for it. Now, before I start the video, I just want to say that probably after this, I'm going to be working for a while on my review of Cars. Currently, I am still writing the script for it, and the review probably won't be out until late September or early October. We'll just have to wait and see. But without further ado, let's rank Lightning McQueen's paint jobs. From Cars 1 to 3 along with Cars on the Road. I mean, I know these two are here, but whatever. We're going to include them anyway. So first up we have is the Cars 1 rookie Lightning McQueen. This is how he looked in the first Cars film with the rookie stripe and his basic lightning bolt. Honestly, this is my favorite paint job because I'm a sucker for everything basic. Maybe it's just childhood nostalgia, but I just can't help it. I really like this paint job, so just for that, I'm going to put it in the top tier. It's my favorite paint job, and one of my favorites too. Next up we have is Dynaco Lightning McQueen, and this is another one of my favorite paint jobs. I actually have this guy new in box, though sadly he's in storage along with my other card stuff. Also, there's this talking Dynaco Lightning McQueen, and it honestly looks so cool. He's got the bling bling tires, the tailpipes go up and down. It's honestly such a cool item.
That's how you roll. Ka-chow! So incredibly cool! Ka-chow! Check out these wheels! Now that's a smooth ride.
So he's going in the top as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new Lightning McQueen! Wow.
Next up is yet another one of my favorite paint jobs. Yes, there's so many of them. This one is Cruisin' Lightning McQueen, aka Shaboom McQueen. He has different names, but we're calling him Cruisin' McQueen. I bet everyone and their grandmother know this paint job, because it's part of one of the most popular scenes in the movie. And plus, this guy just screams 1950s cars. Usually when people think of cars, they think of cars from the 50s, with that shiny red paint and the white wall tires. They are iconic. Little bit of a backstory here. When I was a little kid, whenever I watched the Herbie movies, I didn't have a Herbie toy car at the time, so I just used this guy because I don't know why. He just reminded me of Herbie. So, once again, this one's going in the top tier.
Better than a Ferrari, huh?
No.
And now the last paint job of the first Cars movie is called Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen, or Radiator Lightning. He doesn't really have an official name, but I guess he's just called Radiator Springs McQueen, so we're just going to call him that. I really like this paint job. I like how he mixed it with his regular racing paint job and his cruising paint job. It makes a good mix. The color on the diecast is actually kind of wrong. It has like a metallic dark red than the red that's used in the movie. I'm guessing that was probably an error that went on to all variations of this McQueen. But it's close enough, it gets the job done still. Also, this paint job is everywhere in Gmod videos. If you just look up Gmod Lightning McQueen in the search bar of YouTube or whatever, you will see this paint job. I'm going to put this guy in the good section. It's not one of my favorite paint jobs, but it's still a nice paint job. I really like it. So now that we're done with Cars 1, now let's move on to Cars 2. And this one's going to be pretty short. First up in Cars 2, we have the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup Lightning McQueen, and that was a long title to say. In the movie, it's been revealed that Doc has sadly passed away, so they decided to rename the Piston Cup in his honor.
Wow, I can't believe they renamed the Piston Cup after our very own Doc Hudson.
I know Doc said these things were just old cups, but to have someone else win it just didn't feel right, you know?
Well, Doc would have been real proud of you, that's for sure.
I say this paint job is a very good paint job. I do like the dark red, and I like the new lightning bolt on top of it, but it's just basically the Cars 1 paint job, but it's still very nice. So, just for that, it's going in the good section. Next, we have probably one of the most iconic paint jobs for Lightning McQueen. This is his Cars 2 paint job. By the way, this is the design that a lot of people think of when they think of Lightning McQueen. I actually do like the new spoiler that they gave him, and I really love the flames on the side. It kind of fits. Also, that spoiler basically makes McQueen look like a next-gen racer. If McQueen was able to beat a Formula 1 car, then how the heck could he not beat Storm? Like, come on, bro. And you crashed. Really wish that this paint job appeared more, but it's a good paint job, so I'm going to put it with the good section. We're done with Cars 2, now let's move on to Cars 3. In the beginning of the movie, we have Rusty's Lightning McQueen, or as I like to call it, Prologue Lightning McQueen. Okay, this one might be my favorite next to the Rusty's Racing Center version from the movie. It's like he tried to go back to the basic paint job from Cars 1, but just with different text. Fun fact, in one of the original versions for Cars 3, he was supposed to have this paint job at the end of the movie for the final race, just so that he can fit in with the next gens. And honestly, if he did race in this paint job, I think it would have been so cool to see. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like how they went with the other paint job for the final version, but I kind of like this one better. Definitely in the top for me, I really like this one. Here's Primer Lightning McQueen, and to be honest, there's not really much to talk about with this guy. I mean, it's literally just nothing really. It's just McQueen and Primer. All there is just a red 95 to him. Sorry if you were probably hoping for me to talk about this guy. It's just literally McQueen with Primer. No paint on him, just a number 95, and that's it. So he's just going to go in the average. I mean, he's not terrible, but it's just okay. Here we are yet again with another one of my favorite paint jobs. This is the Rusty's Racing Center Lightning McQueen. When McQueen arrives at the Rusty's Racing Center, he is given a suit where it tracks his speed.
Does it have a phone?
Don't be crazy. Race cars don't have phones.
This paint job is my second favorite from Cars 3 behind the Rusty's one from the beginning of the movie. I'm a sucker for things metallic, and I really love the metallic on this guy. I remember after I watched Cars 3 back in 2017, I really wanted to get this guy as a die cast, and sure enough, a couple days later, I found him. There was a whole aisle of him, actually. And that day, I was just happy, really, that day. That made my day. Did I just say the word day 3 times? Oh my god. He's cool, I like him, he's going in the top tier. Okay, so Lightning McQueen as Chester Whipplefilter, or just Chester Whipplefilter. It's not even a paint job. It's just McQueen covered in mud with the number 15 on his side. So he's gonna go in the average along with Primer McQueen. I don't hate him. It's just nothing interesting really to me. No, if McQueen is really good at dodging all these demolition cars, then I wonder how good he would be at Mario Kart. We need that to happen right now. Next in line is the Cars 3 Lightning McQueen, or just Lightning McQueen. We're just gonna call him Cars 3 McQueen for now. This is a pretty good paint job for McQueen. I do like how he kept the flames from Cars 2, even though they're not the same kind of flames, but they're still flames anyway, and he combined them with the Cars 1 look, which is also nice. Also, forgot to mention this in the Cars 2 section, he has headlights now.
Race cars don't need headlights.
Yeah, well, so's my brother, but he still needs headlights.
Anyways, I really do like the Cars 3 version of McQueen. Even though I still prefer the Cars 1 version, this one's still really nice. So, Cars 3 McQueen is going to go in the good section. And the last paint job for Cars 3 is the fabulous Lightning McQueen. Seeing McQueen sporting Doc's colors is honestly a nice tribute for Doc. Originally, in one of the deleted scenes for the movie, McQueen wore this livery with the number 51 after Sterling fired him in favor of Cruz. But it was dropped in favor of the other ending where Cruz beats Jackson Storm instead of McQueen. Well, technically, McQueen also beat them. They're on the same team, but you saw the ending. So, for being a tribute to Doc Hudson, I'm going to put Fabulous McQueen also in the best. So now that we're finally done with the 3 Cars films, now we can move on to Cars on the Road, starting with On the Road McQueen. It kind of reminds me a lot of the Racing Center McQueen, but the only difference is that it doesn't have the metallic, and the rusties on the hood and back are gone. I honestly really like this paint job. I mean, again, it's not Cars 1 or 3 or whatever, but it's a nice simple paint job, and I do like how it does have like a road trip vibe to it. Not really much else to say, but I'm going to put On the Road McQueen in the good section. And now we have the last paint job, the Dragon Lightning McQueen, or Tokyo Mater Lightning McQueen. I don't know his full official name, but we're just going to call him Dragon McQueen. Wait a minute, what do dragons look like in his universe? I know he's not in the Cars movies and only one Cars 2 short, but just for completeness sakes, we're going to put him in here, and he's a really, this paint job is really nostalgic to me. There's just something about the orange and the red right here that just makes it just satisfying. I don't know why. Also, he knows karate. Wow, Mater, you got some competition. So, Dragon Lightning McQueen, I'm gonna put in the good section. And, yeah, that's about it. And that was all of Lightning McQueen's paint jobs from the movies. Most of them, anyway. I don't know whenever next I'll do the other paint jobs, like the other ones from Cars on the Road or the Cars tunes. That's a bit too much, and I don't think I would have been able to finish this video by then. But who knows, maybe someday. Well, that's all I have to do for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and happy Lightning McQueen Day.